Hello, my name's James. Welcome back to Growers Farm. Today is September the 15th, and as you might have noticed over here on the left, we've got something new. Yeah, we've had the guys from Cronin. I mentioned last time that they might be coming in to to work with us on something, and this is it. So we've got this new shed that they've built here. And inside you can see a new piece of equipment that we've got, and yeah, so this is all. So the shed is ours to keep. They've said we'll have this. We might not keep all of the equipment in it, but for this season they have lent us this massive T8 New Holland, and I'll get onto that in a minute. But it's mainly so that we can run this thing. It is a Corona Primos of 5000. And yeah, it is quite a big bit of kit. What it's used for is making pellets of straw and hay to feed to sheep and cattle. And of course, we are a perfect farm to test that kind of stuff on. So yeah, we're going to be getting this out and harvesting some straw today. Now, lots and lots of farmers, they set this up with this and a bale shredder over here, and bring bales in, shred those, and run through this. Now this here is a machine that bags and pallets these pellets. So we're going to be trying this out. The way we're going to be doing it is we're going to be driving this around the field with the T8. We're going to use our trailer to get the pellets into here. We're going to use this crane then to feed into the pellet machine and see if we can get some pellets out. So we're going to have a play with this today, and I hope you enjoy it. Now I should explain this T8. This T8 is because when they came and approached me about this, they said this machine takes 350 horsepower to run it. I said my biggest tractor is 190. So they said, oh, sure, we'll provide you with a tractor to run it as well. So they gave me this T8, this T8 380. It has twice the horsepower of any other tractor we have on the farm. So it's going to be quite a size comparison, even to our new T6 over here. So let's jump into this, and we need to fill this up before we start with some water and some molasses. Fortunately, I have pallets of both of those out here. So we've got some water on this side, some molasses over here. So we're just going to fill these up. If I reverse this back to here, we should be able to fill up with some water. Yeah, let's just get that doing. That's filling up nicely. There we go. That's that done. And then we're going to go grab some of these bits of some of these bits of molasses. So we'll put these in as well. I'll grab a couple of these. I'll dig up. And when we're filled up with these two, this will then function nicely and work well, and do exactly what we're after. There we go. Fill it up with some molasses. It's got plenty left as well. And we partly chose to build the barn here because field salmon is right next to it, and we can try this out on this. So we've not got Mark doing this because I want to try this whole process myself and basically run things as we're going. So excuse me. What I need to do is turn this piece of kit on. We'll drop down the pickup. So it works basically like a baler does. And we just run through and we'll create a whole load of straw pellets. So it picks up straw like that into there, and I'll probably show you actually if I'm careful. Shouldn't really go climbing up this. So we've got those straw pellets go into there and into the back there. And it runs like that. And this is going to be an interesting setup for this, and see how well this works. But you can see even a 380 horsepower tractor even on our hills here, it struggles just that little bit. But this should do, I think, should pretty grand. I think this is going to be an interesting way to do it. It's something that I'm interested in more for the hay going forward. So unfortunately, we've not got any fields of hay at the moment. But this certainly will mean that we won't have, when we're doing our feeding for our cows, we'll keep some straw, we'll still do some straw bales, and we've got a massive field of straw bales to do soon. But once some of it we can pellet like this, and some of it we can bale and store those bales. If we're able to, we might see if we can get a new baler and go square baled on the farm for this job. But I'm intrigued as to see how this pellet maker works. We've got about 19, we're 19% full, and it doesn't move very fast. So I don't think we're going to do the entire field today, but we're certainly going to see how we do. I'm going to continue on for a bit, I think. Get ourselves a full tank of pellets. And you can see now we're not going uphill. This is much faster. Wow. Don't think that is creating... No. Interesting. I think I must have caught a button or something and turned it off. Let's try that again. Maybe it got overloaded. That's a possibility. So start it up, drop it down, try it again. Because yeah, it didn't like it going through that big pile there. Seems to be working again now, yeah. So we're doing 4 miles an hour. So even this T8 is quite doesn't overly like this job with this going up hillsides, or going up even a gentle slope by the looks of things, which on this farm is not the greatest things. When we do try and work with the slopes where we can. But on a field like this, where we're going up and down a lot, this could be an issue. Maybe this is why you see most farms doing this via by putting this in the shed and shredding bales into it, because to pull this on the field, to run this on the field, is quite a power hungry job, and yeah. And it is being unsurprisingly power hungry trying to do it. But we are getting a good set of pellets, and we should, by the looks of this, we're about halfway through around the field now. We should have, by the end of the field, a full tank of this. So I'm going to head off back round there, and we'll see how full we get our trailer. We're coming up to the end of the field, and we are 86% full. Now, it's really, really interesting with this. If you're going over any of those big lumps, any of those big bits, then, yeah, it will cut out. It will just, it will get overloaded, and it's got an automatic shut-off to prevent it from actually clogging. So you've got to be careful of that going round. You've got to make sure that you're good. If you were running this, don't windrow up. So my original plan had been to windrow up this this straw. I'm very, very pleased I didn't, because that would have not worked well at all. It would have had a big problem with that. A lump like that, I think it will have an issue with. So it's quite an interesting thing where I think most farms that use this kind of stuff and have the size of tractor that we have here, they will they will be in a position where they're using a much, much bigger combine than I am. And as a result, they're going to be creating much, much bigger windrows than I am as well. And as a result, this it's going to cause them issues. It really is. But then, as I said, I think that's why you'll find that most farms that use this kind of thing will use a will use the bale shredder attachment that you can get for it. Right, so we are full. I'm going to go and grab the T6 here, and we're going to see the T6 next to the the T8 now, and it is good. It is quite a difference in size. It really, really is. I'll pull this up here. Get this into position to empty. Yeah, there we go. And yeah, look at the size difference between those two. That is just a little bit ridiculous. Yeah, wow. But that's emptying quite nicely into there, and it's just, I am blown away a little bit by the size difference of those two. It's just really good, but we should get a fairly full trailer off this, I think, looking at that. 9,000 litres in our Primos. I think there's only 11,000 litres in our T6. No, 14, so we can take most of another load off here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to continue around. We'll get a full trailer off this. We'll move our tractor out of the way. And we really should be going around the other way if we want to empty properly. But never mind. We're not. It's a little bit different with straw. I'm not. This will still pick up. And let's head on and keep going. And we'll put our conveyor in. And we'll get this to the point where we're full again. Coming to the end of the second headland, and yeah, and we've got 75% of a full tank done. So I'm going to head towards our T6 and empty it, because this will fill the trailer the amount we've got in here. I did have, yeah, we've got a little bit here to pick up. Pick that up, and then we'll head round here. This is a slow old job, even with a tractor of this sort of power level, and especially when you've got lumps like this where the combine's left quite a bit. You've got to slow right down and very slowly collect that up. It's got quite a wide collector on this, so it doesn't do too badly, but it does, there is that overloading cutout on it. So you want to make sure that you're not doing that, not causing too much issues along those lines. It is a nice piece of kit. It is working very well for us here. But we want to go and try and get this emptied now and into our warehouse. So I'm gonna pull that out. We'll disengage the PTO. Start this up, and yeah, I'm going to try and take this into here. Now I've mounted a camera on the crane, so hopefully we're going to get a nice aerial shot in the crane when we use it. But we'll just fill up with the rest of this. And it is a cracking piece of kit, this. Just works so well, and that is a full trailer by the looks of things. So let's take that, and we're going to go and tip this into our shed. So basically, yeah, we've got some areas here that we can fill up and tip into. So give that a try. Basically, this should now be able to use the crane to go and do this into our bucket. Oh, I don't think I'm quite... It's quite a narrow door on this shed. Yeah, there we go. Get this into the right place, and we can just tip it. But yeah, everything in here is a little bit narrower. Right, and then just pull this forwards and tip it up. Should be able to. Yep, there we go. And just tip this out onto the floor here. See, making a nice pile. Ooh. I'm gonna have to back that up a bit, I think. Like so. Let's see if we can get that over there a little bit. There we are. And that just gives us a pile of pellets here. And I'm gonna keep doing this field for the rest of the day, but I do just want to show you guys. So we'll jump on the crane controls, and as I said, I've mounted a camera up there, so we should be able to see things. Yeah, there we go. So this is quite a good crane. As you can see, we are behind a couple of bits. And oh, I'm not used to these crane controls. There we go. Down into there. Into our crop. Close it up. Get a nice, good set of those. Did they slowly? I think they slowly fell out of that then. Make sure we properly got it closed, right? Trying to lift it out. There we go. Managed to get it out. There we are. And across. And then back. We'll take a look here. And that's our hopper there. And then we just open it up. And in they go. And you can see then. I can dump that in. Our machine starts producing the pellet packs out like this. Quite nicely. Through it goes, and it should start coming onto this pallet here. Now the other way I could do this is we do have a conveyor belt that we could just back up to with our with the grain door in this, and do it that way. But you see, there's 3 pallets, and on they go. Actually, it's 5. And that will then just keep creating pallets. So we want to grab some more of this. So back over here, back out with that. Now that is just a little bit. There we go. Yeah, I want to make sure that I'm sort of got a tablet that I'm going at this with. Down, close. Make sure we close it properly, otherwise we lose them. Out we come with it. And then back over this way. Back over here. And like that. And it's just that simple, really. Just keep getting it that way. The other way to do it, of course, is if you don't want to use a crane or anything in here, bucket will do just as well. We could get the 7840 over here, our 2-wheel drive tractor, and just do this with that instead. That would work just as well to doing the job. Might be a little bit quicker because I'm not used to crane controls, of course. But that just keeps that going like that. And hopefully soon we will have a full pallet out. So there we go. A full pallet has come out, nicely wrapped and ready of straw pellets. And yeah, that is basically our whole process. Now we can sell those, we can use those, we can use those quite nicely for feed for the cows. So back into our mixed ration that will go, and you can see it's creating another pallet now. So I'm happy with that. We are going to be doing a little bit more of that, I think, today. For now though, I think I'm going to leave this here, as we have more straw pallets coming out. So all that remains is for me to say thank you for watching. I hope that you have enjoyed this vlog. Please give it a like, drop us a comment and give it a share. And for all the latest videos from the farm, please subscribe to the channel and ring that bell. And I will see you next time. Goodbye.